What a life to be nervous about things. I am nervous, I wouldn't say all the time, but I definitely get nervous in times of competition or stressful scenarios. Granted, I am the only one who can truly stress myself out. No one really stresses me out, Can't have people have that much control over you, but I liked what Mika Galvao did. He is a BJJ competitor. I believe he's about 22 years old, and the guy is an absolute phenom. I call him the second coming of Marcelo Garcia. But before his matches, he will put a blindfold on and some thick noise-canceling headphones on and just immerse himself in a world of jiu-jitsu. Or I assume, maybe he's seeing a bunch of pretty lights. Maybe he's seeing a bunch of fight scenes that he's choreographing with a song that he's listening to. Whatever it might be, I like it. I admire it. I think he is possibly the best jiu-jitsu competitor overall out there right now. Like, in terms of somebody who's not necessarily scary because he's imposing, but scary because he's so good that he doesn't have to be imposing. Smiles at you, taps you on the shoulder like, yeah, man, this is all good. It's like, we do jiu-jitsu, we have fun, all this stuff, right? I love that. I love the different aspects of a fighter, regardless of specialty or skill. In terms of MMA, God, that would make me nervous out the ass. I would have to be in a very fucked up mindset. Because you're going in there to hurt somebody, right? And I don't like having the mindset of hurting somebody. And in jiu-jitsu, you can kind of get away with it because, well, you don't have to mortally wound someone. You don't have to mortally wound someone in MMA either, but it's a higher chance of something like that happening. In jiu-jitsu, the worst that's gonna happen, you can't break a fucking bone. Like, broken bone shit, it's scary. Broken neck, very, very possible, man. You never know. Somebody's ego could just be completely unchecked in an open weight class, and the 220-pound dude grabs the little 135-pounder, just trying to prove to, I don't know, his girlfriend or himself that I can do this. I don't give a shit how big someone is, and he drops them on their neck. That's something to be nervous about when you're small, right? I saw a chipmunk in my driveway as I was heading on home, and we just made eye contact for a little bit, and then I continued walking, and he scurried away. And I don't remember exactly where I heard this from, but I remember hearing something along the lines, whether it was from a show, a recording, or reading it from a book, that it's not that you're going to be careful. It doesn't really matter how careful you're trying to be. In the hands of somebody as gigantic as you, one mistake is all that is needed to end me. I am so tiny. And I can't help but feel that humans, no matter what, are in that same boat. How many animals can we take one-on-one with our bare hands? Probably a good amount in terms of percentage comparison. Nowadays, since we've gotten rid of so many goddamn animals, I'm going to touch on something that I definitely want to talk about because, it kind of makes me upset, but how many animals can we defeat? Not too many that are, significant or would be considered cool. You know what I mean? You can take out a bobcat, but enough people start taking out bobcats. It's like, all right, now it's just mean, You're people hunting them with their bare hands? Who knows? But either way, so much to be nervous about. Yeah, nervous about fighting an animal. Can you survive a bear attack? Can you fucking revenant your life if you get mauled by a bear? If you get mauled by a bear and it fucks your face up, you're nervous about the fact that your face will never be the same. How are you going to show yourself to people? Which is crazy that we don't have that kind of fixed in a sense. I think we can get that fixed if we just cut the bullshit, the redundancy of education. How many times have you taken an anatomy and a physiology class when you're in the medical field? Please, how many times do you actually take the class? I don't know. A friend of mine told me that, hey bud, there's one job, not one job, but in my job, what I do, he is a firefighter. And I can't be nervous. That word, the word panic, whatever form of bitch that you're saying or trying to convey to me, I can't be that because people's lives are on the line. And he said something that is very telling in terms of perception. How would you actually view a situation given your vantage point? If someone has to be reprimanded, who knows? I really liked what he said. It's not that someone's gonna die, it's that you're gonna kill someone. And that comes with incompetence, right? Another reason to be nervous. Are you incompetent? How incompetent are you in anything? If you were thrusted into a situation where you had to play the guitar and sing in front of a live studio audience and 10,000 people waiting for your first note, don't fuck that first note up. Can you succeed? Aliens come. Can you create a hit song that pleases them? Shit on the floor. That's what makes me nervous. Sorry, that was a motorcycle passing by. It looks cool. It's late. Well, not late, but it's 8:36 and it's dark. Oh my god. I hate this. Like, it's cool. It's cool that it's still kind of warm and it's getting darker, but this is a crazy time. This type of dark blue is almost dream blue. Does that make sense? 8:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is August 18th. Let's check that. 18th. Cool. And the sky looks like this. So beautiful. But reasons to be nervous. So if these are all reasons to be nervous, and the human will, the human brain that has common sense, I guess would want to fix these problems. I guess it would want to overcome these challenges. Give me the time to do it. Does anybody have the time to do anything that they want? Seriously, do they? I don't know. I think you have to put yourself in a very interesting mindset if you're going to observe either side of the spectrum, right? What is India like? India has what you could call the most disgusting display of division in wealth. Because the absolute squalor that you can live in a country with technology these days, and things could be this expensive, kind of proving that your economics are wrong if you're just not going to account for people that you're not giving access to or for it yet. Because supply, demand, all this fucking stuff, right? I'm going to digress down a rabbit hole of anger and sadness. And it just comes from the fact that the people at the very top are going to almost always exercise on their evil thoughts, whatever that may be, however you may deem evil or good or bad or black and white, whatever it may be. If they wanted to just end everybody, I don't know, they could do it, right? They could do it. But why would that ever happen? That's the question. Why would they ever just end everybody? Why would they hit the God did the flood button? You know? Imagine finding out that that whole story was just the fact that there are people out there that can just reset what we call civilization just because they deem we're not ready. And they're just other humans. It's not like they're gods. They're just other humans that advance so far that they truly have enough power where they can, be underground, be in space, be somewhere where they don't have to be, and then just let humanity start over again. They're all chasing immortality, correct? So I'd imagine if they've already had it, or have had it enough where they've lived for hundreds or thousands of years, whatever it may be, they just keep doing this. This is their version of what you could imagine your life to be. Like if you die, but then you reset maybe, For us, it doesn't matter. We're numbers. We're but a small and dispensable civilization that can go away. There's still new buildings going on in America. You know what I mean? You talk about, meteors setting us back. Maybe that's true, because I remember reading a story back in like 2020 or 2021 where NASA says that we have now truly come up with the technology to destroy an asteroid, say one were to come and hit Earth. It's like, oh shit. So if that is true, we've just been gambling. Like we didn't prep that, or maybe that's just the time frame, but we've been to the moon. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to piss anybody off. I don't like problems. Because that's always the thing. When you want to break out, when you want to do something against who's controlling you after you've amassed enough power where they don't make a difference in your life anymore, it's always to attack them, But you gotta remember, you just came out the shell. They've been here for a while. Just fucking go to a farm. Just go, I don't know, go to space. Go find a planet. Go do something. Go chill out. Go be not bothered. It's just weird. It's just weird when you truly do take a step back and go, we're capable of truly helping each other, and we don't. Why? There are paywalls. Why? That's a fucking weird one. Why are you assigning somebody the limit of not being able to complete a task that is well within human capabilities, regardless of your requirements? There was a nurse who treated over 2,000 patients and was so effective in her job, they offered her a promotion. That's crazy. That means the rest of y'all bitches ain't doing that good. I don't know if I would say that. All I know is that I remember each and every hospital visit because it is significantly poorer and poorer in quality. 100%. We have nobody to blame. Nobody to blame but ourselves. I kind of treat it as the whole, why do a lot of women nowadays feel okay just shaking ass on some thought shit, right? I don't know. I think it's because men are... It's not that we're allowing it to be okay, but men and women are supposed to come together. That's just basic. There's really no argument for that. There's no argument. We come together and we can do something great. Whether it's us as two entities, or maybe we have a children and offspring, something to carry on a legacy or create something that starts its own. Whatever it may be, we learn from each other. Men learn from women, We learn a lot from women, man. A lot of my favorite games have women leads, like Nier Automata, like Gravity Rush. I love it, I love the elegance of a woman. And I think that elegance is what they're trying to teach us, man. Because we're so fucking tense, so it makes us angry. But look at the people, the type of creatures, females, that are good at ballet. You know, they're better. They're better at certain curvier movements. Men are so rigid. We're so stiff. Can we change that? Can you change that in your lifetime? Who knows? But I think women learn how they should court them, or how they should be courted, right? Like that. How they should be courted by men based off of what a man wants. If a man wants a hoe, if you gotta have sluts in the world. Don't ever take that away. That I don't ever believe in deleting something completely and or forever. Just, you know, always leave it be. Have the ultimate kindness. Things can come back and do better. Kind of like how they're, you know, looping it back around. If it was just these people that have been around just testing civilization, nothing but humans that live longer, you know? That's really what it is, all it is. It's probably best when everybody realizes whatever may be the truth. What is the truth? Seriously, what do they want? Is it just a bunch of incompetency at the top? Like, I want to have this discussion with people. I would actually like to know what everybody's thinking. Because otherwise, if I'm here rambling to myself, I'm just crazy. But we truly do have a better understanding when we've heard each other's thoughts, right? Wouldn't it be better? All of a sudden, I know what you're thinking, and I didn't punch you in the face, and this is just what it is. Once everybody's got their thoughts, I would so much rather talk it out for 1 billion years just so we can hear everybody. Let's do it. We're going to hear everybody out for 1 billion years. Rather than just a cycle of... I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, I do like war. I do like a cycle of war. I like conflict. I'm human, and I like to throw shit like a baboon. No. Maybe? What are we all thinking? A lot of people have problems with people, and their only interactions have been through some third party because someone told on somebody. Whether it's police officers, whether it's HR, whatever it may be. There's differences that you end up having with people that you don't want for the rest of your life. And I feel like the people at the top maybe just don't understand that to the degree of being, you know, humane. I feel like human behavior kind of is like the IQ chart, where on one side you have hit them really hard. In the middle, think of a good technique. On the high end, hit them really hard. You know, Goku and Vegeta basically end up doing the same thing. One's a Saiyan elite, the other one's just fodder, at least at birth. So what do you do? Can we talk to these people? I don't know. The first, you know, sign at godliness would truly freak people out. I think divinity floats. Maybe not flies, but it at least floats. How do we hear each other out? Do I need to hold a press conference? Not a press conference. A big AA circle. That one's more comical, yeah. Do a big AA circle, like a spiral, maybe like signify something or whatever, and then just have everybody talk in domino form, right? But seriously, my main point, I hope, is not lost. I digress. My main point of, I want to know what everybody's thinking in terms of how we should actually all go about civilization. Because if all of a sudden you heard everybody's voice, understood it, downloaded it, comprehended it, and then outputted your opinion and your thought, I think we would all actually agree on, hey, do we all agree we should just have food? Yes. You see the ones in the back that are saying no, the Nestle CEO, fucking BlackRock, all the people up there, whatever. No, human food and water is not a human right. Where's it? Okay. Now it's 8 billion to like fucking 4. You know, not really 4, but it's a hyperbole, damn it. Either way. 4. Okay, does everybody believe water? Yep, 4 over there. Cool. Does everybody believe that we should feel safe around each other? Yes. Okay, our hands are up for this one. Those 4 still, like, not even that one, really? Come on. All right. How do you go about the safety? How do you go about the food? Let's backtrack then. How do we go about food? Okay, well, food used to be plentiful on this planet, but then there needs to be order, as too much chaos with food springing out of everywhere is also, you know, that's an issue. But, hear me out here. If we treat everything like a spectrum, I think there needs to be a point of full chaos and a point of full order, potentially. Whatever that may seem like. Maybe that's the way it is. Maybe that's the Arctic poles. Who knows? But what does the chaos mixed with humanity look like? What could humans be if you had to hunt your food? If you claimed land, but then people with bigger weapons came over? You know, people would say eventually you'd get somebody with a nuke and he'd just fucking destroy everything. Like, maybe, I think that is like the worst case scenario, but we like to follow a lot of the things that we write out in fiction, right? Because if life imitates art, or art imitates life, either one is true, they're both true, and now it doesn't matter. Or it matters completely. You live in a paradox there. So it'd kind of be like the Joker and Batman, the ultimate evil, and now there needs to be the ultimate hero that's not completely crossing the line, because murder is the line, right? All that good stuff. So needs somebody who is still dark enough to go down that alley, who's strong-minded enough. Dude, he's a little fucked up. Let's be real here. So we can also follow stories where the good ending happens. I feel like in so much American stuff, it all ends so badly. And you are what your surroundings are. You're a product of your environment. No matter how mentally strong you are, for most people, there are people who exceed this boundary. But for the most part, for the people who can't see past it, can't see that this is all a big joke, and that's why everybody keeps showing up to work or doing, you know, all the legal stuff for money. I mean, it's like the Peter Theil thing. Do you think humanity should strive on? And he tries to say, hold up, what if we transformed our bodies and became more? Regardless if we could agree with you from the beginning, you need to be able to agree with us when we ask you, do you believe that we should endure? Because what you're saying is you're willing to sacrifice anything and everything, including all of us, just so you can achieve this dream. Right? Okay, that's where we have the problem. That's what you need to understand. That's part of, I would say that's kind of Naruto right there. The dynamic between Naruto and Sasuke basically being that Sasuke sees that he can be the ultimate being. If I didn't love you so much, Naruto, Uzumaki, if only I could get past those blonde cheeks and blue eyes. No, but the main point being is that Naruto is like, hey dude, I'm your brother from another mother, I guess. And if you keep going down this path of ultimate power and you seek to become this being who has no weakness, no chains on him, you're going to be essentially evil, all right? And I can't let you do that. Why does that also never count for the other side? Can you be too good? Or can you never see that part and you're deluded, right? Because if there's inherent good and evil, then being to either side is still a problem. At least in my mind. I like the middle. I like around the middle. I like either spectrum. I like it all. But things can only happen in space and in time. You know? tomorrow can't happen today because today is happening right now. So we are in this time and we are in this place. And that's what I feel when I listen to I Can Go to the Distance by Hercules. What a fucking fantastic movie. Fantastic intro to Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, doing that. Absolutely fantastic. But I'm also going to I want to announce this because honestly I should probably go. I have food and I need to eat. I am going to do a Greek mythology 2-hour research session on Twitch or YouTube or somewhere. I don't know. I'll get it right eventually. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to research Greek mythology, kind of get back into it because I don't remember it how I used to, and I just want to know. Maybe take some notes, answer questions, or, banter. Get told. That's how you say it in Roman, which Hercules, yeah, I didn't know this. Hercules is the Roman form of Heracles. Heracles being the Greek form. And then there's a third form, and it has to do with the Jordanian-Palestinian area and how they depicted those gods. So, I just wonder. Okay? So, I don't know. I had a lot of points. My point is probably, I hope not lost. I think not lost. But, yeah. I'm going to go eat a cheesesteak and probably go play some Chrono Trigger. Just because that's been fun. Trying to... Actually, no. I have work to do. After I do work, it is 9:58, and it's going to take like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then I will play Chrono Trigger. I took a nap. I was very tired. And I'll probably be going to sleep kind of late. I hope not too late. I'm going to figure this out. I've been indecisive since I've woken up from my nap. I need to fix this. All right? Goodbye, everybody.